So let's see what the daily challenge map has for us today. The background looks a little different from what I'm used to seeing. A lot more pink and white. Might be a slight visual change, or maybe I've just forgotten the variety of maps that they have. Okay, so far no iron, and just a lot of low carbon. It's clubbed, so we could get some adjacency off that. But it's not terribly exciting. Okay, so there's an iron triangle. There's a huge amount of iron. There's not really... we could go scientific near this water patch. That sounds fine. But where are we going to get our aluminum from? We can sell down all of that carbon, all of the silicon. Do we want to buy the aluminum that we need right now? Adrenalin, hey, welcome to the stream. Okay, so we need 90. We'll just buy another little bit there. We'll let our steel mills make the steel, then we'll take the upgrade. Hopefully we'll be able to grab that aluminum. I don't think aluminum is particularly plentiful on this map. So yeah, we'll try to... No, the AI is going to beat us to that. So we'll probably take the medium aluminum and then go from there. We do have some silicon nearby, including a high silicon, a large water patch which hopefully won't be stolen from us, and there's other large water patches nearby, so definitely good for scientific. There's the upgrade. We'll go and grab that medium aluminum, and then we'll go for the water. A water pump is going to make us 46 per second versus 33 on the farms, so let's drop a water pump on that medium. Or actually, would I rather a water pump on the high and the medium, and then we'll have lots of directions to expand out to for maximum adjacency bonuses. Joy, our Offworld is still in the early access phase, so I think it's still running at like $35 or $40. It was briefly on a Steam sale for 50% off. I don't know if that's still going on. The actual release for this game is going to be sometime in 2016, and at that time I expect the prices to go down by quite a bit. But I think the idea here is, for early access, they want only the most eager and dedicated player base, which, I mean, there's definitely a multiplayer community, but for my streaming schedule, it doesn't seem like there are a lot of people playing at this time of day. Alright, let's go and buy up some glass. Does that mean I want to sell down my steel? We'll sell some of that down. We still have some claims to play with. Buy up some glass there. And I do have aluminum coming in. And we'll sell down that water. Okay, so one claim less. We should try to get into power here. I don't think there's too much going on. Yeah, there's a geothermal on the other side of the map. I think I'd rather just get some wind power going. And for that I need carbon. Carbon is not that expensive. We could sell down some more of this steel and put up some wind somewhere, say, I guess over here would be fine. 0.9. Alright, up here, close to the base, easy repair, and we can get a second wind going later if necessary. Not really the best spot. Ideally it'd be somewhere where we could switch that over to another resource. So if it was on top of a resource, that would be nice. Ooh, there's a new animation for construction of the windmill. That's cool. So they're always adding new stuff, and especially since I've taken a bit of a break from Offworld, all the changes are all that much more noticeable. Okay, let's take the upgrade. We'll probably want to get into food. Our 50 per turn versus on reactors 50. Alright, with the price of glass is actually quite reasonable. I do want to get one quarry going here, because the price of silicon is fair, and then I can switch that over to glass later if need be. Alright, so let's go and get into some farms here. The price of glass is high but not unreasonable. Then again, building reactors is going to be cheaper. So let's go and toss down 2 reactors. If we can get another one, that'll be fine. So, people just looking at the opt-in beta now, there is the big change to the black market. They've got a whole bunch of new black market items that are randomly assigned at the start of the game, so you won't always have dynamite, you won't always have pirates, etc. And then also black market items come up for auction much more often, or rather, black market items didn't used to come up for auction, but now they do, and pirates are a black market item. Okay, let's see, we want to get another reactor going. We can't buy a claim off the black market. We should probably go and use this on someone. Miss Patent is level 3, she's scientific, blowing up her stuff. Alright, let's see what we can do about getting over to the next upgrade then. We've got way more water than we need. We should switch these guys over to maybe farms if we can afford to, and if not, then reactors. Let's go with farms for now. Actually, that probably was a... well, once these guys set up, they'll make more money off of food than off of water, but I don't know if it was worth the transition time and all that glass investment, especially since that is our high water and our medium water, and if water goes back up in price, we'll be missing out on some huge water profits there. We have a huge stockpile, so I'm not worried too much about losing out on that, but I don't know if that was the best choice. Alright, let's go and buy up a bunch of glass. That's enough that we need for the upgrade, and we'll also be able to buy a farm once we do upgrade. I might sell out of some of that glass. Let's see, sell down the oxygen, we'll take the upgrade, we'll drop a farm right here, and with the price of food being what it is, we'll go for 4 farms. I'll buy a Goon Squad, protect that farm tile. We're still getting good money off of fuel and oxygen, so let's toss out another reactor. Sell out of the silicon, oxygen, and fuel. And actually, water's got a good price here. Should I... okay, a high water would get me 104 per turn, or per second, which is more than I'm making off of food, even with all these adjacency bonuses.
Freelance pirates are auctioning their services to the highest bidder.
So I might want to switch this stuff back into water pumps, which is kind of silly given the price of glass. Core samples you can use on tiles that have no resources on them, and resources will randomly spawn, which I don't think is the most useful for a scientific player, so we're not going to worry about that. One of the AIs did try to EMP us. We should turn that around on someone. We're playing against mostly scientific players. Maybe we'll slow down. We would get the most value out of our EMP. Maybe I'll take out this whole solar array area. That sounds like a good plan. Alright, we've used all of our claims. It's going to be daytime in a few hours. Let's see, is the silicon shortage coming through? We'll just race for HQ level 5. We're making some money off of power. The power price is really good. We'll dynamite someone's power generation, like maybe blow this thing up. And then once it hits daytime, we'll put an EMP over on this solar ridge where the AIs have been concentrating their power generation. Alright, so it's daytime now. Let's go knock out all of that solar. Some of these guys are scientific and we're at the radius of the EMP, so they're not going to be frozen down for too long. Nonetheless, that'll up the price of power. We'll make a little more money off of that, although it's only going to be used to pay down our debt. Alright, let's fill down all that silicon and get ourselves closer to the upgrade. There's our upgrade. We'll want to switch back into water, so let's scrap these guys and put in water pumps. And then... it's terrible for adjacency bonuses. We'll build out some more reactors. That'll be fine. A nice little diamond here. In fact, what are the Offworld prices for fuel and oxygen? Let's drop a couple more reactors then, and we might go into an Offworld. And another silicon quarry would do just fine for us here. I don't know how long that silicon price is going to be maintained, but we may as well try to capitalize on that while we can. Oh, and now that we've made the switch into water, the price of water has crashed back down. Well, I could switch these back to farms. 36 per second. And then we've got power consumption and gas consumption versus 46. Alright, so the farms aren't making me huge money either. I think I might want to... Well, let's see. If we can pick this up for under 20,000, that would be just fine. Alright, 28,000 would be okay. Especially with the current price of power. Alright, so we'll go and build out a geothermal plant. There are mutinies around, so I will grab a goon squad as well. And goon squad defend one of these tiles. The price of power being what it is, I might also want to buy a mutiny and mutiny someone's power generation. Let's see, what else can we be doing here? We should probably toss up some more power generation then. Maybe a wind turbine somewhere flexible. Maybe even on the silicon. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, if the price of power is going to maintain, I am going to go and put a goon squad on that. And making the switch into water pumps was a mistake. We can definitely switch these guys back to farms. Alright, and we've got a fair amount of money. We've got a lot of income coming in. We should start trying to buy out some of our neighbors. Probably Miss Entertainment here. Although getting an Offworld going and selling oxygen Offworld, we're not going to have enough. The prices on world aren't going to maintain for long enough for us to get the buy. Do we want to switch over to glass production? 60 per turn. Alright, let's see if we can get the buy off on Miss Entertainment. But I think we really need to get the Offworld going. So let's sell all of this stuff down. An Offworld is going to cost us 100,000 right now. Unless we get into electronics or glass production ourselves. 75 versus glass 125. Okay, let's try to make the switch into glass production. Alright, yeah, we'll switch these guys over to glass production. They're not making us as much money anymore. Both of these guys will be glass plants. And electrolysis and food, still making us good money. The price of chemicals isn't so high. We might want to build out an engineering lab and upgrade our food production. I'd like to pick up this claim. And the price of power has completely crashed out. So we should switch this guy over to silicon or glass production. Let's drop a random glass plant. That's still going to be profitable for us. 129 per second, even without the adjacency bonuses. Sell down some of this water. We don't need to hold on to this fuel. Let's free that up. Get us closer to the Offworld. I could have bid a little higher for that claim. And I probably should have. Alright, how close? Oh no, the price of glass is going way up. We do have glass production, but it's going to be a while before that comes online, which means it's going to slow our Offworld even further. We do have a claim. Oh, we won the claim auction. Okay. Silly me. Let's see. Let's drop another glass factory then for full adjacency bonuses. It looks like the adjacency bonuses have been increased slightly. So 2 adjacent buildings used to be plus 50%. Now they're plus 75%. 5%? Okay, so I think this has been reduced. It used to be plus 50, plus 100, plus 150. Whereas these guys, they're a triangle, it's only plus 75%. So the adjacency bonuses have been nerfed slightly. But they're still very important. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out, or what effect that'll have on multiplayer. Like I said, I haven't been playing much Offworld recently, but I would like to get back into that. Alright, overloaded here, which doubles our power consumption, I believe. Network virus, power consumption. Does the network virus cause overloads? I'm assuming so, because I've seen a whole bunch of tiles being overloaded, and if it was something that wasn't available for a regular purchase off the black market, I wouldn't expect that to be the case. Right, so glass, making a siege mining. Glass is about to come in. Off of these glass shipments, we should be able to build our off-world market. What we'll do is, well, we're making huge money off of electrolysis. What do I want to take apart here? If I could buy another claim, I would, but otherwise, we'll probably take out this electrolysis reactor then, and drop an off-world, although the prices on-world are really good. Alright, let's go for the buy on Miss Entertainment instead, and we'll worry about the off-world a little later. So we should have enough to get the buyout. Alright, so now we'll have a whole bunch of extra claims to play with, as well as a claim auction, silicon water mix. It's definitely worth 10,000. Price of silicon is pretty low, price of water is pretty low, but we can go to 20,000 easily. 32,000. I think I'm fine with letting it go for that. We'll see if the AI bids that up any further. Alright, so we've got a whole area full of silicon. We can switch this over to glass production, although it is making us decent revenue, so we could leave that as is. Over here, price of power is reasonable. We can leave this stuff running. Steel is losing its money. Alright, let's put glass in over here. We'll put it in a glass diamond. And then over in this area, we could... The Singleton farm isn't doing much for us. We can switch these guys over to solar. And that should make us some good money during the day. The price of silicon's gone way up. Alright, so the silicon's going to come in. We'll be able to build out some solar. Why is that costing us so much? It's all in the silicon price. Now we've got a steady stream of silicon coming in from that nice adjacency bonus silicon quarry. So we should be able to build out these solar panels soon without paying ridiculous amounts of money. The prices on-world are actually maintaining enough that we might not need the off-world after all. So let's sell down all of that, or much of that glass. Build out the solar as the power has gone way up. We'll buy a mutiny and mutiny ourselves some power somewhere. Let's see. Go scientific. Alright, let's go mutiny. Solar. It was defended. So all this stuff down. I think we might have enough in resources to buy everyone out right now. None of these prices would crash down if we control shift down and sold everything. Right, let's grab Miss Patent and buy into the mess. Buy as far into this production as we can. Right, we did inherit a engineering lab here. Let's go and up our oxygen production. Really good prices to be had there. Although we don't have enough money to buy the chemicals to pay for that upgrade. We can just leave that as is then. Right, what can I adjust?
The black market is online.
Glass is no longer making us money. We'll turn all the glass off then. It's the price of silicon that's killing us. We can convert these guys over to wind, which apparently we can't afford right now. Buildings are powered by water. Actually, that would be fine. And cold fusion and water engine have been switched so that they'll actually use the cheaper resource. And with the price of power being what it is, cold fusion will be just fine for us. So we'll go by that. Let's go and get some windmills online, and with the price, net revenue, we need to turn off all the glass. We'll put water production in here on the high water. Delete that, put in the water pump. Alright, but I think we're close to the buy anyways. Let's sell down everything. That should get us all the way there. Alright, so that's the daily challenge done. And let's see if we can get a multiplayer match going.